was wrong.
And you know what he tell me about his whole game plan? Now he's doing it to you. He's working his magic on you. Ooh, you did it. You did it to yourself.
What magic?
Oh, well, pity on him, because now you're fucked up big time.
One thing I love about this channel is there's always that group of people that will call me out. Yes, I mean, it's a given. There's no day I upload a video, no matter whatever I say on that video, there's that group of people that will say, oh, Glory, you did not do well. You talked about these people, you did not talk about those people. And so guys, this time around, the bunch of you who were literally dropping comments and sending me messages were asking me, oh, Glory, you didn't talk about Maria's role in Pere and Whitemoney'S fight. Yes, you know, so I'm like, what do you want me to say? I mean, isn't it obvious our role? Like, isn't it obvious what she did? So guys, just for the sake of clarity, on this video, I will be talking about Maria's role in the whole drama that happened in the early hours of this morning. Because guys, there's quite a lot of things that actually happened. And I'm sure because of how much she was raising her voice and, you know, obviously defending white money, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, she's such an angel. Oh my gosh, she's doing so great. Well, I'm about to burst your bubbles on this video. So you need to definitely watch to the end of this video to catch up on all the details that I'm about to share. Trust me, you thank me later. The first thing you need to understand is Maria is not Whitemoney'S friend. Maria is Pere's friend, okay? Let me drop my tea mug. Maria is Pere's alliance in the house, strategic partner in that house. And when they formed the alliance was when they discovered that, you know, the other person was a wild card, one of Big Brother's wild cards. And then they decided to form that alliance to play the game together. I mean, pretty much to enhance their game. And it really, really worked for them because in sync, they worked together to divert the attention of all the Shine Your Eye housemates away from themselves towards the direction of other housemates in the house. And guys, that was how they were able to scale through that wild card twist, right? And then automatically bought their way into the house, into the competition, like that. But guys, moving forward, Maria actually had her own strategy in the house, which was very, very obvious from the get-go. Of course, enhanced by the wild card role that she was playing. Yes. So what was Maria doing? She was being very, very confrontational. She was being very, very vocal. She was being very authoritative, very bossy, very, very assertive, and extremely opinionated, more than even Arin herself. She played that card for the first 1 week of being in that house. And it was very obvious that this girl came to this house to step on a lot of toes. And it kind of created that intimidation that she wanted in the minds of the rest of the housemates. So Maria's strategy from the get-go, which she made very, very obvious, was basically to intimidate the rest of the housemates. And guys, she did it and it worked. However, Maria's strategy kind of changed a bit. It changed when she became friends with Pere. And guys, that is why in my previous video, I asked the question that do you think that Maria and Pere are fake housemates? Because if they are fake housemates, then definitely they will know, you know, each other and they will be working hand in hand. I also said in that video that I still have a strong feeling that Maria and Pere are not done playing their wild card role. Yes, they are probably still in the house to continue carrying on Biggie's assignments till God knows when Biggie gets bored or tired of them doing that, right? And so in the second week, we saw how Maria and Pere's relationship or friendship or situationship grew into a very, very deep-rooted bond. It was so deep to the point that these two people became very dependent on each other's sense of judgment with regards to the, you know, personalities of the rest of the housemates. And that was when, guys, Pere saw that as an opportunity to start tampering with the perception that Maria already has about white money and some of the other housemates, of course. Now, guys, if you cast your mind back, you recall that in the first week, yeah, when the female housemates were newly introduced into the house, a few days later, White Money and Maria, they already struck up a very beautiful friendship. A friendship that saw both of them literally flirting with each other. I mean, we saw Maria jokingly proposing to White Money, and vis-a-vis, you know, White Money did the same thing. They were so close. White Money even grew affections, like love affections for Maria at that point in time. But much later, guys, because of Maria's, you know, relationship and association with Pere, Maria's attitude towards White Money started changing. Then 3 weeks later, which was just last week, Pere won the head of house. Yes, he won the head of house title, chose Maria as his deputy. And guys, what happened? From the very first morning that Maria and Pere woke up in the head of house lounge, Pere started his agenda of trying to convince Maria that, oh, this guy is playing a strategy, kitchen monopoly, we are doing this, we are doing that. And because of all the convincing reasons he gave to Maria, Maria bought his storyline hook, line, and sinker. Now guys, let's not forget the kind of personality that Pere has. Pere is a very, very cool, suave, poised, you know, charismatic human. He looks very, very handsome. The way he speaks, people would want to stand and listen. So he has that aura. He has that aura of strength, that aura of confidence, and of course, of a good leader. And so guys, no matter how strong of a personality that Maria has, Pere's personality always, one way or the other, tends to, you know, penetrate that wall that she has built around herself as that strong, assertive woman. Pere's magic always, one way or the other, has a way of working greatly on Maria's mind. And that's why sometimes you see her bouncing back, counteracting, and also trying to revolt. And quite frankly, guys, it was actually Pere that sold that narrative to Maria that, hey, White Money is aware that both of us are wild cards. And guys, because of the way the whole thing turned out, it started brewing, you know, that animosity between Maria and White Money. And guys, I must confess, that was one of Pere's agenda. Of course, that was the part of his feelings were involved when it comes to Maria. He liked Maria and wanted her to be his woman in the house, even though he would say that, oh, he wanted a situational relationship. And also, there was also the part where, oh, this guy whom I do not like, who I see as a competition, he's also liking my woman, and my woman is also liking the guy back. So for him at that point in time, he probably didn't know he was doing it. But guys, what we're seeing was a man who desperately wanted to eliminate his opponent so that he could remain in the game and also have his woman by his side. More like using one stone to kill 1 million birds in the bush. And so guys, it really worked on Maria, as I said earlier. And so that friendship that Maria and White Money had, it ceased to exist. I mean, automatically. And Maria once confessed it to Pere the day that Pere was talking about, oh, White Money strategy, when they wanted to ban White Money from handling the affairs of the kitchen. You know, Maria mentions that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's from listening to you, I wish I never did, but like, when I start disliking someone, it's just like everything comes in fully back.
Listen to me, it's telling you the actual truth.
Now, coming down to the whole banning of kitchen affairs and everything, it was actually Pere that convinced Maria to follow his own plan. And Maria did as asked.
You let someone else do it and let other people keep doing it in rotation. When it gets to your turn, then you do it. Monopolization of anything. And then look at today.
Unfortunately, because of the, you know, interception of feelings involved, all those truth or dare games that they used to play, Pere kissing different female housemates, touching different female housemates, it started bringing a divide between Pere and Maria. So guys, this is what they say, that you cannot mix business with pleasure, because of course, the whole strategy thing, the whole alliance thing, obviously, is meant to be a business. But because these two people's feelings started coming into the picture, it started destroying all the conversations that they started having. And so Maria started revolting against Pere. And that was why towards the end of Pere's tenure as head of house and Maria's tenure as Pere's deputy, they had a lot of quarrels, which they later made up, which they later settled. But then guys, Maria won head of house this week, and because of the conversation that she and Pere had before, that whoever the new head of house is, they need to continue with that legacy of not only White Money going into the kitchen to cook, but every other housemate going into the kitchen to cook. And so guys, Maria was hell-bent on continuing with that tradition.
Every morning I'll be asking who wants to cook. This is how I want to deal with this. Every morning I'm going to ask the girls and boys who wants to cook, and then I'll ask White what we have in the kitchen, and whoever volunteers to cook that day will cook.
There's a disparity between the personalities of Maria and Pere, and guys, the sooner and the earlier you all understand this, the better you will understand Maria's role in the quarrel that happened between Pere and White Money in the early hours of this morning. I'll explain it to you guys. This is what it is, okay? Pere is the sort of person that wants to play the villain in this situation, in this game. I mean, it was very, very obvious from day one when he was introduced on the stage by Ebuka on the day of the launch show of this new season of Big Brother Naija. Guys, for those of you who do not remember what Pere said, this is what he said.
They call me a drama king, but I'm bringing some drama, so the viewers should expect and some bass boosts, because in my life there's always bass boosts.
Are you here to be a fighter?
I'm not here to be a fighter. I'm not going to be singing Kumbaya.
So guys, that is why, for real, I am not 100% surprised or taken unawares by some of the things that Pere does in the house, because you already said it on the stage that, oh yes, he's not particularly coming to sing Kumbaya, but then he's going to be bringing a lot of bass boosts. So it was very, very obvious that Pere came prepared and had planned a lot of things on what to do, on what to instigate, problems to instigate. You know, all this drama we are seeing right now, Pere actually planned everything, guys. Of course, following the instructions of the organizers of the show who planted him into the house as a wild card. So Pere came prepared. He came with a plan. Now guys, what does that tell you about Pere's personality? He came prepared to play the script of the villain. However, sadly, that script is kind of interfering with his true nature. Because guys, for real, I do not know this man in real life. I do not know him for real, like one-on-one. What we see on the show is what I am basing my analysis on. But then when you look at the way Pere behaves towards White Money, you ask yourself, nah, for real, the organizers of the show, they instructed you to come and act as a wild card, but surely they did not ask you to come and start attacking White Money. So guys, in my own opinion, Pere basically had to look for one person whom he saw or deemed fit to be his opponent, which is quite irrational because everybody in that house is an opponent to Pere. You know, you don't know these people from anywhere. You don't know the kind of backing they have outside the house. You know, so I just feel like Pere's true nature is not beginning to interfere with whatever script he is playing. And guys, that is why we see him doing things irrationally. And so guys, Pere's personality on the show is the sort that wants to go all out and show people that yes, I am against this person, and because I'm against this person, I'm going to mobilize the rest of the housemates to also be against this person. However, Maria, on the other hand, is quite the opposite. Maria has automatically abandoned her initial strategy that she came with into the house, not just as a wild card, but also as a potential player in this game. Yes, she has automatically abandoned all of that and is now playing some double scripts, probably the script of Big Brother and also Pere's script. Pere's script, I feel like she's doing it unconsciously. Yes, she's doing it without even knowing that she's actually doing it, guys. So for Maria, she's not like Pere, who comes all out to tell you, oh yes, I am your enemy to your face. No. So Maria has kind of studied White Money and is now looking for a way to be in White Money's good books. And guys, if you remember, on Saturday we had our YouTube live stream. Yes, and I mentioned that if I was Pere, if I was in Pere's shoes, I would play into White Money's good books and look for a way to eliminate him that way if I felt that White Money had a strategy, you know. But then guys, Maria on the other hand, this is what she's actually doing. She's doing the exact same thing. Yesterday, she went and explained herself to White Money, knowing fully well that her tenure as deputy head of house had ended yesterday, right? So she had gone ahead to make peace with White Money just to clear the air and everything. And both of them, they're kind of kissed and made up. Yes, they settled their differences subtly, not outrightly though, but subtly, guys. And then, just because of that earlier reconciliation that she had with White Money, and also because she's hell-bent on furthering her strategy to take out White Money off the game, just as Pere is doing, that was one of the main reasons why you saw Maria shouting at Pere, like seriously attacking Pere, you know, going all out to defend White Money.
That's actually bullying. Do you actually realize that's bullying? Please, can you stand here while I roll call White? Do you mind doing that for me, please?
To do what?
Because you're fucking going to apologize to White. That's what you're going to do. You're not. Okay, well, I have nothing to say, please. Your big brother calls you.
There were other reasons why Maria was outrightly defending White Money. I mean, morally, what Pere did to White Money was a direct assault, was a direct case of bullying. It was also an outright assault of provocation. Hey God, English. It was also a direct act of provocation. Guys, English too much. Yes, guys, it was provocation. But then, that cannot really stand as a solid reason, because that single act, that action of removing White Money or even banning White Money from handling the affairs of the kitchen, that was also another act of provocation. But guys, the main reason why Maria was obviously like standing her ground, and vehemently instructing Pere to go and apologize to White Money, guys, is because one, almost all the housemates were a witness to what happened. So there was no way whatsoever that Maria could even defend Pere if she wanted to. Two, she was not right there when Pere went and actually provoked White Money. So her hands were tied. Three, the cameras are watching. Big Brother is watching. The viewers are watching. So in as much as Maria is playing whatever card, whatever script, whatever it is, of course, she has to use her senses as well. She doesn't obviously want to get into the bad books of people. And guys, the last and final reason is because she had seen the effects, the clap back and the bounce back of their previous move. Yes, they banned White Money from the kitchen. The housemates revolted in their own way, even though most of them were cowards. The housemates revolted. She saw that a lot of the housemates disliked Pere automatically, and it caused a lot of rift between herself and most of the housemates. So she had probably thought about it that, if I am playing to Pere's cards, it's going to actually backfire on me. And so she decided to start playing her own card by herself. I mean, guys, what can I say? Listen, to buttress my point, I'm just going to play 2 clips shortly.
And tell me about his whole game plan. Now he's doing it to you. He's working his logic on you. Ooh, you did it. You did it to yourself.
What magic?
Oh, well, pity on him, because now you're stuck big time.
And then the second video you're going to be watching right now is a conversation that Maria had with Pere in the arena this morning when the housemates were meant to be having their workout session.
Letting him get to you and putting you in the position to even say what you had said, for him to even be able to disrespect you enough to say, oh, have you ever taken a bullet?
Anyways, guys, I have nothing more to say. Even if I do, I have more things to add, yes, but I do not intend for this video to be too lengthy. I just thought I should just counter all those messages I was getting saying that, oh, Maria is a saint, oh my God, look at how she defended White Money. I'm just trying to let you guys know that, hey, Maria wasn't defending White Money because she loves the guy. She was defending White Money because, of course, she and Pere's plans were caught in the act. Yes, they obviously wanted to provoke White Money, but then unfortunately, it happened in the presence of almost all the housemates. And if she did not defend White Money, it was going to backfire on her personality and her stay in that house. If she really is not a fake housemate, all right? So I'm gonna leave the rest for you guys to conclude on. I mean, this is my perspective anyways. I am just an analyst of all that's happening in Biggie's house. So I'm sure that a lot of you also have your own opinion, and I would love to hear it. So please just go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. Bye.